In the beginning, we were born. Then we grew. Everything we knew was new.
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?
See the world through different eyes. Realize it's all fairy tales and blue skies. Everyone is wearing a mask in disguise, covering up their issues with betrayals and lies. As we wish we could see through our childhood eyes. I ask you, I ask you,
are you gonna spread love or hate?
are you gonna spread that love?
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?
Everything we knew and everything we're taught. I guess we all had bigger problems than the one we fought, the battles that were won and the fights that were fought. We never absorbed all the hate and distraught. Spread that love, so spread that love.
Are you gonna spread love or hate?
Together and let each other in, or feed into temptation and ultimate sin, to learn what we didn't learn right from the start, because nowhere where was place in my heart for hate. As we wish you could see through our childhood eyes once again, I ask you, spread love.
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track.
Hey DJ, what kind of songs do you like to write? Well, here are a few of the songs I've written lately.
Use perception, reality defined. It's irrelevant, I'll bleed this pen dry. Turn the key and free myself. I will just like a man gun, losing the fight entirely. I just wanna run, never looking back. Play me a lullaby, simple and sweet. I feel so complete with my head on your heart beating steady. Saving the way, all this opportunity, an ocean of waves slowly cresting over me, a colorful days. memories, kaleidoscopic memories. I know.
What do you mean you haven't heard any of these yet? Oh, they must be upcoming tracks. Hope you're looking forward to it.
There we go. Welcome to Logique. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Boom, doom, doom. Oh, this project? Don't mind this project. This is just our What's a Genre round 2 entry. Well, you know, we'll just close all this stuff up. We're going to be working at a different song anyway. That's going to be a file and save. And we're going to open some recent stuff here. Let's go to, a pop thought. Oh, here it is. Transitions, round 1, rock. How's everyone doing today? Here we go. I'm sad it's on the small screen, but I get it. You ever have one of those days where your body is like, calorie deficits are dumb, and you're like, okay, what would you rather do? And your body's like, well, I'd rather eat the leftover chocolate eggs from Easter. I mean, it's a story unrelated to my day, but I'm just saying. All right. So the WAG Round 1 track was really fun because we were working on rock. That's the genre that we spun. Myself and Mr. B-1, who was a very quick and responsive collaborator. The song turned out like this.
Watch me wave now on your way down. The lonely road is patient, that's the only road I'm taking. But the mask on my face,
as always, we have lyrics.
Back like I'm Jason, they try to analyze my motion. Guess the next move I be making, thinking that they gon' set me back. I gotta bamboozle my way in that all my ops think I'm gripping, but I'm faking. Follow me in this direction, then I'm changing. You can count your lucky stars and bet on all the constellations. It's a trap, rules is basic, and in fact I'm losing patience. Listen. You get knocked back, fall into my trap, be the subject of a setback. Don't forget that when the smoke clears, I'll be right here. You'll be staring at me from your back. Watch it all just fade to black. Watch me wave now on your way down. Deception, your element of surprise as a weapon.
What up, Freeking underscore?
What is your impression? Totally opposite of what you guessing. Bet the outcome not too pleasant. Watch me win the smoke clear. Looking down on all you peasants like so. And she pregnant, about to show off for the showdown. Win the whole round like a legend. Challenge me at your discretion. Do your best when you tested me. Any less it won't be accepted. Set you up for the letdown. I won't do what you expected.
Round 1. Finish them.
You get knocked back, fall into my trap, be the subject of a setback. Don't forget that when the smoke clears, I'll be right here. You'll be staring at me from your back. Watch it all just fade to black. Watch me wave now on your way down. Watch me wave now.
Okay, so that's the song in its entirety. That's what we ended up with. But when we come over here to Logique, you can see the project file. This one was actually kind of tough for me because I love rock music, but I typically rely on other people for the instruments, whether it be guitars or what have you. So here, I believe we have the filtered vocal in the beginning.
Watch me
Yep.
wave now.
And that comes together with this part. And of course, all Vox. So we have our filter on there that turns off completely once this vocal's done using automation. It bypasses after that. And then we have the SSL channel just doing some work on the EQ, raising up some of the higher end frequencies, lowering some of the high mids around the point where my voice tends to get harsh, bringing up some of the low mids, you know, just trying to make it sound kind of neat. Put some sibilants on there to get rid of those S's. Oh, it doesn't want to take care of anything. Let's see. There we go. You can see it knock out some of the sibilants. And then of course CLA vocals, love CLA vocals. Little compression, little top end, little low end. Some fresh air. But really what was fun about this track was making the track itself. So if I come in here and I mute all of our vocals, hopefully that works. Oh, all Vox, here we go. There we go. This is what we get with the instrumental. We had the drums in here, and then once we did the drums, I went ahead and got samples of the kick and the snare, just to make them a little more snappy. So if we pull just the drums, this is what it sounded like when I put those drums together. The perks, the snare, the kick, I mean, pretty straightforward. And I just wanted a little more bite to it. The drums themselves, we've got a LA2A on there. We've got a limiter. What up, Gexon? And then a few EQs to just kind of balance everything out. And then, of course, on the tracks themselves, CLA drums for our kick to give it some of that sweet kick bang. And for our snare, a lot of compression just to make it kind of hit. What up? Nice. Sounds great. Rusty, thanks for checking it out. I didn't mean to start my stream. I just had a few minutes and I'm going through the round one track that B-Dash and I had, the instrumental, because I'm going to release it as a forkable rock track after I do this. So just going through a little bit about how we created the track, starting with the drums. This is your basic drum beat here for the track that we started with. But then we wanted a little more like punch, a little more flair, so we added the samples. You can hear it gives it that Nickelback kick. Boom, boom. Added the snare here as well. The snare gives it that extra hit. You can hear it, maybe a little more reverb, but like that limited sound. So that's how we got those drums. It gives it that nice like 80s or 2000s rock vibe. And the drums we're using here, I believe, I could be wrong, I'm gonna check. Yes, we're using Get Good Drums Metal Kit from Contact. I bought this on sale one year, and it has long since become my absolute favorite drum kit that I work from. Not to mention, on top of the perks, we have this I added in here. On the back half of the verses in the chorus, you have that time, that ticking clock. And those are little things that are like ear candy that aren't exactly up front, but give some variation to the track so you don't get bored. And then we bring it in. So if you really listen in there, it's going to be off to this side. You can hear that ticking clock. And that's just kind of what we did for the drums. If we come back here to what the bass is doing, you know, a lot of times the bass is going to be doing some like real quick. Thanks, Rusty. Appreciate you. The bass is going to be that. And because we're programming the bass, it's harder for me. I'm not that kind of producer. It's harder for me to do things like slides or to really get that realistic silence from a bass. Bass is kind of one of my blind spots. So that's our first bass. But then we always layer with a low end bass to give it some more thickness. Boom. And you can hear that. Oh yeah, I'm so stoked. That track is done, Rusty. It's done. And that's what those basses sound like together. And then of course, when you're making a track, there are 3 elements that tend to be the stars of the show. That's going to be your vocal, first and foremost, your drums, and your bass. So if we put the drums and the bass together, we get that real, like, live rock show sound. So if it was just the drums, the bass, and the vocals, of course I have to unmute everything. We'll get it in there. We'll get it done.
Fade the black, watch me.
There we go. So if it was just drums, bass, and vocals, you have a pretty solid track already.
Watch me.
And that's what we have going on there. So if we take the drums and the bass out for a second, let's just go
Fall into my trap, be the subject of a set.
and we'll go to the guitar. So this is the Stratus guitar. This is a free VST. We're not working with super fancy, expensive instruments here. Just things that a quick Google search of me saying, what's the best free electric guitar VST? And what pops up, I take a listen and see what I like. So this guy plays throughout the whole track as kind of the binding rock element. And what that does for us is on these verses, it gives us this nice little twinkle. But then in the chorus, it's big and thick and loud. And we're coming into the chorus. Boom. Yeah, it's good, man. I'm excited. So essentially that's what we did. If we take this guitar, you can hear that we've got the Roots rock guitar that gives us that kind of pretty strum. And for most guitars, you double track them left and right. And for the chorus, we want it to be nice and wide. So we do that. And then we add a little more thickness, a little more amped sound. And that gives us an even bigger guitar. And we get that pretty sound, but we also get kind of that crunch that we expect from an electric rock guitar. And then we have the dun 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 dun. And a little more thickness on the low end. And that's the guitar. You can see a lot of stuff is muted on the guitar because as I went through, if it got too cluttered, sometimes you got to pull back. Sometimes you do too much, and that's okay. But you just need to recognize and pull back when your song gets a little too crowded. So that was our guitar. So with the guitar, the drums, the bass, and the vocal, we have this. Oh, here we go. That's why that didn't happen.
Watch me wave now. You get knocked back.
So that's just the guitar, the drums, and the bass.
Of a setback. Don't forget that. When the smoke clears, I'll be right here. You'll be staring at me from your back. Watch it all just fade to black. Watch me.
But if you come over to the master track, which is here, and you pop open an EQ, you'll see the spectrum still feels just a little bit empty. So what we did to combat that was my favorite. Oh, nice. We added synths. So let me just take a look at those here. Pull the Vox down. And there's the vocoder. I'll talk about that in a minute. But once we add, let's take off the guitar, drums, prog, and let's go straight to the synths. This is what the synthesizers, this is kind of how we filled out the rest of the arrangement.
You get knocked back, fall into my trap, be the subject of a setback. Don't forget.
So you can hear how we get a little bit of graininess from that. I wanted to add bells because that's my Owl City thing, and I couldn't make it work. I wanted it though. Then you add that to the guitar, and it gives you this nice full spectrum of sound. And that's the synths. Synths, guitar, bass, drums. Add in our samples. Add in our ticking clock. And then you have cool little sound effects like risers and wispy throughout the verse. Just things to give it more texture. You can hear it over here better. You hear that? That's playing through the verses when B-Dash is doing his thing. The other thing that's playing through the verses, what you'll see, you'll see that B-Dash has his vocals doing this. If we just listen to his vocals.
The lonely road is patient, that's the only road I'm taking. Put the mask on my face and chase the bag like I'm Jason. They try to analyze my motion, guess the next move I be making, thinking that they gon' set me back. I got a bad.
And then, of course, he has my buses going on here. This is just my own little pop template where I've got my sidechain compression, reverb, and delay setup. And that way I can just add it to every track without boosting a ton of processing power. The other thing we have going on with B-Dash's rap is we have this right here. It'll be tough to hear, but it's a filtered track to add a little bit of thickness to his vocal.
All my ops think I'm crippled, but I'm
and then, of course, B-Dash did awesome, but here's one of my favorite parts for no other reason than it was fun to make. I added a vocoder to his verses just to give it a little variation on the track. And, I love dynamics. So anything that your ear can latch on to at different points in the song, I have a ton of fun with. And that sounds like this. some automation and volume. Add in that thickness. Hey, what up, Glass? Yes. So we have the vocoder, we add the thickness, and then his main vocal.
My motion gets the next move I be making, thinking that they gon' set me back. I gotta bamboozle my way
And then, of course, with that fun little, that little whooshing wind effect.
Mask on my face and chase the bag like I'm Jason. They try to analyze my motion.
Add the drums back. Bass. Synth. Guitar. And then there's always transitions in the DJ song. Add the extra. You did hear filter, Grandma. What up, Grandma? And then, of course, add the extra samples in here to thicken up those drums, right? Because drums are great, but yes, you do, Glass Garden. You definitely do. But we definitely need samples to thicken up our drums because our drums are good, but you don't get Nickelback drums without thick samples, okay? So you put that all together, samples, drums, whooshing sounds, and the like in the verse ends up sounding like this.
Only road is patient, that's the only road I'm taking. Put the mask on my face and chase the bag like I'm Jason. They try to analyze my motion.
And you almost can't even tell there's a vocoder going or thickness unless you really listen in. It gives your trained ear and your ear something to do so that it doesn't get bored, essentially. Chorus.
You'll get knocked back, fall into my trap, be the subject of a setback. Don't forget that. When the smoke clears, I'll be right here. You'll be staring at me from your back. Watch it all just fade to black. Watch me.
I love this ticking clock, man. I love it so much. Back half of all those.
Deception, the element of surprise as a weapon. Shift the eyes of my best friend. Look into mine. What is your impression? Totally opposite of what you guess. And bet the outcome not too pleasant. Watch me when the smoke clear. Looking down on all you.
This was added at the very end. This is just me going blah, blah. It's one of my favorite things to do behind my tracks. Instead of using a pad, I'll just go blah, blah, and it's almost exactly like that. You'll also hear that when I create oohs and ahs, I tend to focus on the exact same notes. You'll hear a lot of oh from me because it reminds me of Marianas Trench, who is one of the greatest bands of all time. And that's a lot of Masterpiece Theater and Astoria. There's just a lot of oh, and it swells and it's pretty. But when I do it, because it's a vocal texture in back, instead of using really pretty oh, and like rounding everything out, I quite literally go to make a wah-wah sound. And it's hilarious to do and even more fun to mess with and EQ and verb until it sounds the way I want it to sound. And those really big verby transitions are just me going away from the mic into the mic. And then I just add a ton of reverb. I don't reverse anything. It just makes it all fun to do. Right into that second verse. Transitions hide a multitude of sins as well when it comes to instruments. You like that? You like that? It's just texture, just ambience. I get tired of my pads.
Round one. Finish them.
And of course, the infamous, I don't know, I guess you call it an Easter egg. This is a contest after all. So with all the fighting video games I played growing up, it was always the rounds and finish them in fatalities. So
Round 1. Finish them.
And, you know, I owe the ability to do that to the fact that I had lost my voice. So I did this whole track with my voice probably at 40%. And then I kind of just sucked on cough drops for a week. But I love that part, that round 1, finish them. You know, I guess I could have used a pitch shifter, but at the end of the day, I'd rather do it au natural.
Round 1. Finish them.
You get knocked back, fall into my trap, be the subject of a setback. Don't forget that.
See some of the transitions here? Some white noise. And then in here, halfway through the chorus. You're going to hear that throughout. Just little things that add to the track. Give your ear more to do.
The lonely road is patient, that's the only road I'm taking. Put the mask on my face
And that's what we do, man. That's what we do. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce these instruments down separately, including the transitions. I'm going to, you know, I'll put the vocals on their own track so that they can be muted. But once I bounce all these down, I'm going to go ahead and release this as a forkable track on BandLab. So it'll be a rock type beat for your pleasure, right? And that's kind of what we're doing. That's the round one wag track that ended up being knocked back. And then, of course, BandLab's free mastering. Everyone should be using BandLab's free mastering if they're not. I went with tape. Tape sounded more like rock to me. I love spatial, but it didn't sound right. Universal sounds fine, but a little too dry. Tape, it's nasty. A lot of that shimmer. Punches, no. Natural is muffled. Cinematic I've used before, but not fire. I don't know. That's pretty good.
When the smoke clears, I'll be right here. You'll be staring at me from your back. Watch it all just fade to black. Watch me wave down on your way down.
And that's it. That's knocked back. The Wag Round 1 track. It's got all the lyrics here because lyrics are where it's at. If you haven't had a listen yet, you should jump in there and leave a comment, just like Happy Family Singers, Grandma and Glass Garden already did. That would be really awesome of you to do. And we will go ahead and release... oh, what's this? Oh, the round 2 track is finished? I'm not allowed to play it. I was told in the WAG chat, the What's a Genre chat, that I am not allowed to show you this song at all. I can't do it. And I don't want to disqualify my partner. Okay. So I have to follow the rules. But my partner, Growers Love Flows. Wow. 8.8 thousand followers out of Pasadena. He and I spun the soul genre. So I did my best. You know, it's kind of outside my wheelhouse, but I did my best to get a mix of Eric Clapton, some Stevie Wonder, and then I did some sampling, not actual sampling, but I listened to a lot of ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. I listened to a lot of that for the inspiration for the drums on this track. And the drums are just like a funky, they're not that thick rock like I enjoy doing most of the time. They're just like this, I don't know how to put it. It's like someone put white noise in a piece of paper on the snare, and it just has this really open, old 70s feel to it, maybe. It's pretty neat, and I'm pretty proud of it. Must be nice to be pretty and proud, right? That being said, I'm not allowed to share it right now, so I'm not going to. But it's got sweet cover art. It's got the DJT logo, and we are ready for release day. So make sure you support round 2 for the WAG contest, which, if you go to the people I'm following, you'll see WAG Showdown at the bottom here. And if you go to the page, they are actually streaming right now. And not only are they streaming right now, but you can find in their playlists an entire track list of all the round 1 matchups.
Exploding into the sky, light up the night like a firework. I'm not coming down again. I pray for this view of Earth. If you're hoping to find me, I dance with the stars. And if you need reminding, success begins right where you are.
There we go. Let Go of Tomorrow. Glass Garden, Yazella, and Empty Eyes producer. Let's get it.
Tonight is the night. Hold tight. Let's run, run, run.
We may be getting a thunderstorm here that I didn't expect.
We're not getting any younger. I don't care what you say. It's not now or day.
You can go like this one.
For the sunshine
phenomenal
on
track.
your face. Tonight is the night. You know, raging waters ebb and flow.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job on this one, Pinky.
Let go of tomorrow.
I'll put this one in the chat, too.
Clutch to the
Yazella, if you're still here, what was your favorite part of this track?
extend your hand. Slips through before you even know it.
We only have now. Let it out. Never say never try. Run and don't stop.
It doesn't
Matter if you drop. You'll be satisfied when it's over. When it's over.
reminiscing.
Some closure.
Wonder what could have been.
Do you know the key of this song, Yazella?
It's over.
Sounds up here.
Maybe
F sharp, maybe?
Stupid, but I learn best from mistakes. Oh, and I regret every chance that I didn't take. Inaction.
I think it sounds like F sharp.
Stop waiting, start moving, give those scars some
Yes.
meaning.
That's really great harmonizing. Yeah, Empty Like Tomorrow. Yes, F sharp. Nailed it.
Raging waters ebb and flow.
Let go of tomorrow. Clutch to the ever-ending moment. Like sand in your hand. Slips through before you even know it.
We only have now. Let it out. Never say never try. Run and don't stop.
What a great key.
Jump. You'll be satisfied when it's over. When it's over.
Reminiscing.
Some closure.
Wonder what could have been.
Sleep well when it's over. Don't hold on, life's gone maze. Stuck in the past, the pain just trails. And time's an illusion. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just
Here it
let
comes.
it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it
Bum, bum, bum. Let it go. Okay, let's hear the where's our
We only have now. Let it out. Never say you never try. Let go of tomorrow. Clutch to the ever-ending moment. No except your hands. Slips through before you even know it. We only have now. Let it out. Never say you never
what's the BPM on this?
Run, don't stop. Doesn't matter if you drop. You'll be satisfied.
You only have now. Better let it out. Never say never try. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. Let's see here. You only have now. Get those eighth notes. You know we gotta quantize. Da na na na. Na 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 na. 124. I was close. Okay, so I'm gonna double this up. Let's double this up here. Look at that. You guys just released this song, and someone's already covering it. What a world we live in. F sharp, 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 sharp. F, F. We only have now. We only have now. And of course it's DJ Tatious, so much auto-tune. Chorus delay. We only have now. Oh yeah. Let's get a little long verb in there. We only have now. A little short verb for that secret sauce. We only have now. Okay. Okay, what were my lyrics here? We only have now. Better let it out. Never say you never tried. Okay. We only have now. Better let it out. Never say you never tried. Okay. Check. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say you never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say you never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say you never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say you never tried. You only have now. Okay, that turnaround is still wrong. Dun, 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 dun. It's just got to be that. I mean, it's got to be, right? So we'll lower that down a little bit. We'll turn these into some longer notes. You only have now, never let it out. Get the piano out of the way. Yeah.
We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried.
Oh.
We have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried.
Duplicate settings, really high reverb. Let's get it on there. Really high delay. Here we go.
Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have now.
Oh,
Never let it out.
let it out.
Say never tried.
Try.
You only have
You only have now. Never let it out.
say
Never say we didn't try.
You only have. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried.
Yeah.
We only have now. Never
Let it out now.
we only have now. Never let it out.
That's our next one.
Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have.
Yep. And we're gonna do that twice, and we're gonna pan them all the way to the sides. Other side.
You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. We only have now.
Let's get a lower bass in there. Lower bass. Let's vibe to it.
Never tried. You only have now. Never let it
Oh, I kind of like that.
Never say never tried. We only have now. Never let it out.
All right.
Never say never tried.
Lower bass.
You only have now. Never let it
So we're gonna take all this and we're gonna transpose it down.
never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never
There you go. Add to that audio spectrum. Let's get a different bass on there.
Never let it out. Never say never tried.
Ooh. Hear that low end.
Never let it out. Never say never tried.
Never say never try.
You only have.
We only have.
Never let
You never let it out.
say never tried.
Try.
We only have.
Now we need some drums. Now we need some drums. Let's go. Only have now. Better let it out. Never say we didn't try. Yeah.
Never let it out.
Let's go.
Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let it out. Never say
Dance to this track. That bass laid down. That kick drum.
Never let it out. Never say never tried. You only have now. Never let.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna quantize that. We need those bass to hit perfectly.
You only have now.
Listen to that. Yeah.
We only have now. Never.
Oh, hang on. Getting a phone call. They're ruining my vibes. Okay, we have our kick, so we need to find like a really good snare, and that kick needs to go somewhere, so we got to get the bass out of the way. Get out of the way, bass. Where's my kick? There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Now that kick can shine through. We're sidechaining that bass to get out of the way. Let's go. We only have now and let it out. Never say we never try. Let's go. We need a good, like a clap. We need a good clap. I don't like that clap. That's okay. That can do for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Now we'll quantize these. And then we got that clap mixed with the snare on that second half to give it more like, a little more like, you know what I mean? Some, Never let it out. Never say, never try. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say, never try. There we go. Quantized drum should be on beat. Kick and snare are always really important to quantize. I don't care what anyone says. Where's our... There's our hit. We're doing this. We'll get this out of the way. There we go. Any good... I think we do need some hats. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay, we need some of those hats. 3, 4. Yep. And those are on 16ths, so we're gonna get those dialed in. Now we have a rhythm. We've got a rhythm. We've got bass. Yeah. Get up here, snare. You know what I want? I want that snare to be fatty. So we're gonna go over here to CLA drums, pop some snare on it. Come here, snare. Gunshot. No, that didn't work. Our clap is doing good too. There's our clap showing up to play. Put those hats down a little bit. Get them out of the way. Come over here. There we go. We only have now. Better let it out. Never say, never try. We only have now. Never let it out. Never say, never try. Okay. Now where is this hitting the most? Let's do some EQ. Nah, I don't think we need a lot of that. But that deep sync. We don't need a lot of that. We need that deep deep. Let's get that 300. And up here in that 4,000. Drop it out here for my voice. There we go. Now let's get these oohs out of the way. They sound good, but we need to get them out of the way. Get out. There's only so much room on this frequency spectrum. Everything needs its place. Okay, this is our melody. We need the most clarity here. So let's get a de-esser in here. Okay, now we have our de-esser. We're gonna come in here, multi-presser, get rid of some of this, squash it a little bit. Give it some drive back. And now that we've done all that, we can add sidechain compression. That gives it some crispiness. We'll add some air. Never let it out, never say never try. We only have now, never let it out, never say never try. Now, never let it out, never say never try. Get wide. We only have now, never let it out, never say never try. You only have now, never let it out, never say never try. We only have now, never let it out, never say never try. And now it's all just so crystal clear in the mix. Crystal clear in the mix. Nice. Let's bounce it. It's gonna be loud. You only have now, never let it out, never say never try. We only have now, never let it out, never say never try. Yes! You only have now, never let it out. I got the lyrics wrong. Never say never try. But that's okay, we were vibing. But I totally got those lyrics wrong. But man, were we vibing. Let's, and what we'll do is we'll, change the name here. Let go of tomorrow. Cover loop. Partial live stream, because long titles are the best. Long titles, long-lived titles. Like uh-oh, uh-oh. And then I'll add y'all's track in the description. Empty Eyes Producer? No, that's not his screen name. Somebody hit me with his screen name. Help. Empty. Oh, found him. We like the song so much. Link to the original in the description. Bam! Ours is gonna be like dance. Okay. And then I need to publish it so that I can put y'all's track on there. Publish!
Yo, lab coats, riddle me this. What bands inspire you? What bands inspire your music? For me, oftentimes they're different. The people who inspire me are people like The Classic Crime or someone like Go Periscope. But the bands who inspire my music are more along the lines of Owl City or One Republic. Not to mention, a lot of times, Eminem. Who inspires you? Who inspires your music? Tell me why. I want to know. Put it in the comments below.
I love you, oh loves. Do you have thoughts? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Oh, do you have thoughts? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love?